Back to another video, guys. It's Blaze2K, and today we're going to do a what's on my Nintendo Switch video. I'm going to show you all the games I've got for this. This is the Pokemon Switch Lite. It is my go-to Switch. It just looks great and it's super portable. I use this day in and day out over the regular Switch, and it just reminds me of the old Game Boys I used to have back in the day. But before we get into the video, hit that thumbs up button or hit the dislike button, and also hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon next to it if you want to see more videos like this. And before we get into the video, let me tell you about my Nintendo Switch community called NintendoRadar.com. It's a fun place to hang out and talk about the Nintendo Switch and get excited about it. And if you're excited about the PS5, which is coming out later this year, go check out our brand new, newly launched PS5 community called PSRadar.com. So NintendoRadar.com and PSRadar.com. I'll put links in the description to go join them. And without further ado, guys, let's get into this video. Like I said, hit the thumbs up button. It helps get this video out to more people, and hit the comments and let me know what games you recommend and which games you like and all that stuff. I'll read every comment. So let's get into the video, guys. Thank you for watching. So here we are. Apologies for the mess on my desk. I've just been really busy lately, and I've just got everything scattered all over the place. Also, check out my video that I did where I showed off the Altoids tins and how you can use them for a really cool Nintendo Switch game case. I did a cool video on that, so go check out the channel. So here we have it, the Nintendo Switch Lite, the Pokemon version, because I couldn't not get a Pokemon Nintendo Switch. So here is my Switch home screen. We'll go to the all software and we'll have a look at what games I've got. All these games are games that I've did a good bit of research on, and they're all really solid games. There's no junky games on here. They're all like top quality, top notch games. So first we've got 911 Operator. We've got Aegis Defenders, we've got Alien Isolation. I've heard a lot of good things about this game. It was originally a PC game, but they ported it to the Switch, and people have been saying it looks and runs really well on the Switch. We've got the Amnesia Collection, we've got Another World, we've got Arcade Classics Anniversary Collection. It's like a, what is it, like Namco or something? We've got Armello, Asphalt 9 Legends, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, Assassin's Creed's The Rebel Collection. It comes with Black Flag and Rogue. We've got Astral Chain, Axiom Verge, we've got the Banner Saga Trilogy 1, 2 and 3, we've got Bastion, we've got Batman the Telltale series. I highly recommend you pick up this game. It is so fun. I never thought I'd be into these sorts of games, but it is really good. Batman the Enemy Within, I've not played that one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. We've got Battle Chasers Night War. That looks like a really interesting game. If you like Diablo, you might be into that. We've got a nice side-scrolling platformer game, Blasphemous, which is really good. And Blaster Master Zero, Blaster Master Zero 2, Blazing Beans. We've got Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, Broforce, Bob Boy, Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. I love those arcade classic beat 'em up games. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I picked this up on the Wii U years ago and I loved it on that, so I had to pick it up again for the Switch. We've got Castle of Heart. I'm not sure what this game is about, but it looked pretty good on the eShop. Castlevania Anniversary Collection. I love a lot of Castlevania games. Castlevania games are great. We've got Celeste. That's an amazing game. A lot of people will recommend that. We've got Chasm. We've got Chess Ultra, or Chasm I should say, not Chasm. Chess Ultra, Child of Light, Children of Morta, another great game. Collection of Mana, the Contra Anniversary Collection. I love Contra games, especially on SNES and Sega and stuff like that. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I was a big Crash Bandicoot player back when I was growing up. Crypt of the Necrodancer, Cuphead, Dark Souls Remastered. That's going to be a really hard game, and I'm surprised Cuphead made it to the Switch. I'm glad that Microsoft and Nintendo are working together to bring Microsoft Xbox games to the Switch. It's really cool. Dark Souls is going to be real hard when I play that. Darksiders War Mastered Edition, we've got Dauntless, we've got Dead Cells, that's a cracking game. I've not played it yet, but I'm going to. Death Road to Canada, another gem that I need to play. I've barely played any of these guys. Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 3, we've got Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. I can't wait to play that again. It's got co-op, it's a blast of a game. Disgaea 1 complete. I want to pick up the other ones, 4 and 5 at some point. Divinity 2 Original Sin, that's a big game. They've actually just released that as a physical, so if you're into that, pick it up. And it also syncs with your Steam saves, so if you have this on your gaming PC, then it also syncs your save between your PC and Switch. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, we've got Doom, we've got Downwell, we've got Dragon Quest Builders 2, Dragon Quest 2 Luminaries of the Legendary Line, we've got Dragon Quest 3, The Seeds of Salvation, and of course the one I've been playing the most the past year, Dragon Quest 11, Echoes of the Elusive Age Definitive Edition. I'm not good at Roman numerals, don't hate on me. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, we've got Dragon's Lair Trilogy, Enter the Gungeon, that's a really cool game. I mean, in fact, you know, Dragon's Lair Trilogy, I saw that on Stranger Things. They were playing that in the arcade and it looked really cool. It looks like a mix between a cartoon and an interactive game. It's almost like, not Dead Space, Mass Effect, before Mass Effect was a thing. Enter the Gungeon, that's another really cool top-down game with ever-evolving, dynamically generated dungeons. Evoland Legendary Edition, Farming Simulator, got that on a really good sale. We've got FIFA 20, we've got Final Fantasy 10 and 12, Roman numerals. HD Remaster, we've got Fire Emblem Three Houses. I've never got into the Fire Emblem series, but I'm hoping to get into it on the Switch because it's just the perfect console to get into it on. We've got Fishing Simulator, that got that dirt cheap. Flashback, that's a big game. Flipping Death, Forager, Fortnite Season 2. Friday the 13th, the game. I played this on PC. I've actually did some videos on the channel playing it on the Switch. It's a cracking game. It's fun if you love scary films. We've got Gato Roboto. We've got Goblin Sword. We've got Golf Story, another classic Switch game. We've got Graveyard Keeper. It's a bit like Stardew Valley, apparently, but with graveyards. Grim Fandango Remastered. Guacamelee 2. Guacamelee, that's a really good game. You get a lot for your money if you pick Guacamelee up. I've not played the second one yet, but I'm hoping to at some point. Hollow Knight, Hotline Miami Collection. We've got Human Fall Flat, it's a fun game, with just like a physics game where you can just mess around with your friends if you want to. We've got Hyper Light Drifter Special Edition. This is another great platformer game, I believe. We've got Iconoclasts, Into the Breach, Kamiko, Katana Zero, Knights of Pen and Paper bundle. Highly recommend you check that out. My fiance put me onto that. We've got Little Nightmares, Mana Spark, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Mario Kart 8, one of the legendary Nintendo games, well, racing series. We've got Mercenary Saga Chronicles, we've got Metaloid Origin. If you've been jonesing for a Metroid game on the Switch, then pick up Metaloid Origin. Minecraft, because, well, why not? I have Minecraft. It's a great game for portable playing. I did a video on that. Go check out my channel. I've got posted a really popular video on that. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I've got to put a lot of time on that. I played that on 3DS and I'm looking forward to playing it with the Switch, with both analog sticks. We've got Moonlighter, we've got Morphe's Law Remorphed. I was really wanting to enjoy this game, but it just sucked. I'm not gonna lie, it sucked. It wasn't what I wanted from a first person, like a shoot 'em up online game. Mortal Kombat 2, that was a blast. Most of the rendered scenes were like pre-rendered videos though. Mutant Mudds Collection, My Friend Pedro, Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I grew up on the Game Boy and playing Super Mario Brothers, so getting this on the Switch, I just had to get it. Night Trap 25th Anniversary Edition. It's another kind of like a mix between a video and like a TV show and a video game. 9 Parchments. We've got the Nintendo NES online service, of course. We've got Not a Hero Super Snazzy Edition, Octopath Traveler. I think, what was it, Square Enix that made that? I'm not sure. It was a really big game anyway. A good sort of classic-y sort of top-down RPG game. We've got Odalus, we've got Old Man's Journey, that's a really good game with a nice story. We've got Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, we've got Outlast, these will be perfect for playing on Halloween. We've got Pokemon Shield, of course we had to get Pokemon. I've not got Pokemon Sword yet, I went for Shield. My fiance has Sword. We've got Red Faction Gorilla Remastered. We've got Reigns, Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones, I had to get this. We've got Resident Evil Revelations, and Resident Evil Revelations 2. We've also got Rhyme. We've got Riptide GP Renegade. There was an old game on PS1 that this reminded me of, so I had to buy it. Robonauts, Rocket League. I did a lot of Rocket League videos back in the day. I don't know if you're still following me. If you watched my streams back in the day, we used to play a lot together. Rogue Legacy, Alex. Oh, I bought a lot of Sega Ages games. We've got Alex Kidd in Miracle World. We've got Fantasy Zone, Outrun, Phantasy Star, Shinobi. Apparently that's the arcade version. It's really good. Space Harrier. Virtua Racing, we've got Wonder Boy Monsterland, the Sega Mega Drive Classics, and if you're an American, then that will be the Sega Genesis Classics. It's actually on sale right now, I think, for $11.99. Go check it out in the eShop. You get like 50 games for like $11.99. It's such a good buy. Shakedown Hawaii, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. I've actually completed that. My fiance got me that for Christmas. Civilization, I've never played Civilization before, so I'm looking forward to playing it on Switch. Slain, Back from Hell, Snowboarding, the next phase. We've got Sonic Mania, we've got South Park, Fractured But Whole, you've got The Stick of Truth from South Park, Sparklight, Splatoon 2, Stardew Valley. I just started playing that game, it's such a good game. SteamWorld Dig 2, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. You know I love those fighting games, those arcade fighting games. Super Kirby Clash, Super Mario Maker 2. It's a great game if you love building Mario courses. Super Mario Odyssey, I've still not played that yet. I really need to. Super Meat Boy, I used to play that game ages ago. I think on PC, and it was great then, and it's going to be great now. Super Nintendo Entertainment System, so these are like the Nintendo Online SNES games. Just bring back the Virtual Console, Nintendo. Come on, bring it back. I'll buy classic games again. You'll make more money. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Loads of people love this game. Loads of people love this game. There were people crying when this got announced. I'm not sure why. It's just a fighting game with Nintendo characters. If you disagree, put your comment in the comments and we'll argue there. Tardy, Tetris 99. Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, and we've got to have Skyrim. Come on, Skyrim's amazing. Having Skyrim on the Switch, who doesn't want that? We've got Escapist 2, Flame in the Flood, it's a really good RPG game. The Gardens Between, we've got Zelda Breath of the Wild, of course. Zelda Link's Awakening. It's like a remastered Game Boy Advanced game, or Game Boy game, sorry, Game Boy Color game. The Lion Song, we've got The Messenger, The Wardrobe, Even Better Edition, The Way Remastered. We've got The Witcher 3. If you've been following the channel, I had a few successful videos with The Witcher 3, which you can go back and watch. We've got Thimbleweed Park. We've also got Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. It's also made by CD Projekt Red. It's basically like the Gwent card game in digital form with a bunch of cool new extra RPG elements to it. Time Spinner, we've got Torchlight 2, Transistor, Trials Rising, we've got all the Trine games, Trine 1, 2, 3, 4, Undertale, another Microsoft game that they ported over from the Xbox, Unravel 2, I'm looking forward to playing that. We've got Urban Trial Playground, Valfaris, another platformer that's supposedly really good. We've got Volgar, we've got Wargroove, which is like, oh god, what's that one game? Advanced Wars on the Game Boy. I was a big Advanced Wars player back in the day when I had the Game Boy Advanced, and Wargroove is like, it's like Advanced Wars again, but set in like the olden days. So really cool. Windjammers, I've heard so much about this game. I'm looking forward to trying it out. It's another old classic game. We've got Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap, Worms, WMD, Yoshi's Crafted World, and lastly we've got YouTube. So that is my entire Nintendo Switch collection. I've got everything on here. It's a big collection, But yeah, is that a lot of games? Is that not a lot of games? I don't know. I think it's a lot of games. It sure is a lot of games because I bought them all. But I did buy all these games on sale. Like, I rarely pay full price for a game. I usually only buy games when they drop down to like insanely cheap prices. A lot of these games I got on big sales. I got them second hand, I got them used, and I picked up a lot of eShop titles that were on sale during like Christmas sales and Halloween sales and stuff like that. So yeah, it looks like a big collection. That's because it is, but I did spend a lot of money on it, but I didn't pay full price for like any of these games except for maybe Pokemon. That's the only game I would pay full price for. So yeah guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is that a lot of games? Is it not a lot of games? Let me know. Also, if you're a big Nintendo Switch fan, which I think you are because you're obviously following my channel and a lot of my biggest videos are based around the Nintendo Switch, then check out my website here, nintendoradar.com. It's basically a Nintendo forum where you can go talk about the Nintendo Switch, talk about all the new Nintendo Switch games, and just stay up to date with Nintendo Switch news. I've also launched a brand new website called PlayStation Radar, psradar.com. With the PS5 is literally around the corner, and I've set up a new website where we could all talk about the PlayStation 5, get excited for it together, and yeah, psradar.com. So guys, thank you for watching, thank you for being part of the channel. Please hit that like button, it helps me a lot. It helps get people to find the channel and find my videos. Hit the thumbs down button if you didn't like any of this video. Hit a comment down below, tell me what games you have, what games you recommend, because I'm always on the lookout to pick up new games. And yeah, sorry for it being a long video, it was a lot of games. Subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. It's Blaze2K, peace out.